are Tyrians. We are many races, several professions. We practice the arts of combat as well as healing. We have foes, and we fight them without mercy. And it's time for us to claim back what is ours. It's time for us to claim back Tyria from the terror of the Elder Dragons. We can't go on living our lives in fear. We have to fight. We have to make a stand. This is our story.
Hello everyone, and welcome to episode number 46 of CoTPodcast, a Guild Wars 2 podcast for fans by fans. Lagwyn here, maybe a little bit grainy, I don't know why, that happens. On this week's show, we're going to be talking about, obviously a lot of news has come out, so we're going to be discussing that, especially stuff related to the new patch coming next week. But also some, weird, bizarre things you may not have known related to Guild Wars 2. I'm trying to draw this out because Naveen is eating, so I want her to be able to finish her food while I'm talking before she switches over to all of us.
There's strawberries.
So, yeah, I'm here with Kaysee and Naveen.
Hello, everyone. I'm eating strawberries.
So, I'm taking down attendance as people are popping up in here, but if anybody wants attendance and they haven't spoken up, please do. Capturing everybody down here now. But,
okay, so that's our cue, Kaysee. Let's go. Let's rap. Drop the beat.
Someone taught me how to beatbox. It was puppets and puppeteers, puppets and puppeteers, puppets and puppeteers.
No, I'm not sure that's how it works.
No, it's they taught me as well. You have to rap, Naveen. You're clearly better at rapping.
In the house. No. Something that rhymes with house. No. Yep.
Drop the beat,
guys,
Naveen.
I don't know if you're keeping track. You're playing the game. Them rapping is finish your drink. So it just started, and you should already be one drink in.
Okay. Next week, I'll have to write a rap thing. So, Kaysee, you'll do the beat, and then I'll do, a rap thing.
Alright, I'll practice in front of a mirror. I'll be like, bow.
That's dubstep
now?
That's not rap.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yes, for anyone playing along to the Chroniclesoftyria drinking game, Chroniclesoftyria is not held responsible for any alcohol-related problems, injuries of any kind that you sustain. This podcast is solely for the enjoyment of our fans and also ourselves because we're ridiculous. So please drink responsibly.
And on an unrelated note, if any beer companies would like to sponsor us, we are so open to that.
Listener's discretion is advised.
Okay. I got everybody that mentioned they were here, so we're going to move on now to the next little bit. Question of the week, last week.
Isn't there a little...
Well, no, not that's when we're going to
ask it. Okay, let's just play it because it's really cool. Go.
Yeah.
Here's your question of the week. But that was last week's question.
You should throw answer or make a different one and have it say
Here's your answer of the week.
Anyway.
Someone talking about it. What's the question of the week?
Yeah.
Right, last week's question was, what do you think we should do for the CoTPodcast 1-year anniversary? Not to be confused with the Chronicles of Tyria 1-year anniversary, which is coming up not this weekend, but the following weekend. The CoTPodcast anniversary is sometime in June. So anyway, we got one, here's our answer. I'll read it. It's from Ksenia, someone that I believe is a new watcher to our show, or at least someone new, long-time listener, first-time caller kind of person. For your year anniversary show, I think you should do a 12-month overview of the Guild Wars 2 experience. what you were anticipating, how the game was at launch, how the game is now, and how you hope it evolves. It would be cool if you could read out other people's opinions from chat or have people join the Hangout to contribute a community overview by fans for fans. Thank you for an amazing podcast. Less than 3 heart thing.
Heart thing?
Less than 3, the heart. So, yes, anyway, thank you, Ksenia, for that. We really appreciate your feedback, and yeah, that sounds like a great idea for a 1-year show. Talk about where we're at 1 year later, basically, from starting a podcast. I mean, we might go back and review some of our old, our beginning shows, and be like, oh, we were totally wrong about the Sylvaria on that thing, or totally wrong about the Asura on that thing, and comment on that.
And
I would say, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep interrupting. Drink. Wait, coffee.
I didn't have anything to drink.
Loser. Okay. So, I told Lagwyn yesterday that this week I was mowing my lawn, and I was listening to the very first episode of CoTPodcast that we did, and it was Lag, myself, and Dint. But Lag was called Flare.
I was old school.
And I was like, oh my gosh. And it was weird because when I was making jokes, and by the way, I was super boring, but the couple times that I made jokes, nobody laughed.
You need bees for that. Go back and watch the first episode. That was it.
That was fun. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. So here I was, mowing my lawn, and then I was laughing, ha ha ha, at my own jokes. And I was like, these guys are so mean. They're not even laughing at my jokes. It sucks, dude.
No. The problem was it wasn't on video, so they could have been smiling affectionately, but you don't.
I heard it, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want to. It was our first time, and it took us an hour to get started. So I didn't want to be like, let's interrupt the first, 10 minutes of the show with laughter. Yeah.
Now look at our quality.
Well, anyway, Ksenia, you will be receiving 2 gold in-game. I have your in-game name, so I'll be sending that to you.
I forgot the yay! So Casey and I should do it again this week, okay? 3, 2, 1. Yay! Casey, come on!
Sorry to realize. I thought when you said I forgot the child, I'm like, your child?
Whatever. I hate you.
So anyway, I would say, just again to comment on that, Ksenia, I would say we could have other people come onto the show, other Guild Wars 2 community podcast people, but there are none. They all quit. I mean, there are some, but everybody that we've interviewed on, maybe we're just the death sentence for podcasts, because everybody we've interviewed that does a Guild Wars 2 podcast no longer does Guild Wars 2 podcasts.
Hey, maybe we should interview Guildcast. What? I'm kidding. I love these guys. I love the show. I listen to it every week.
It's all part of a. Oh man.
COT podcast where community Guild Wars 2 community people go to die. We've got t-shirts.
Whoa. To die?
To die.
We're gonna keep moving on. Jexos wanted to comment on your. Thank you for sending your email. It was really good suggestions. Sorry, I think I might sneeze. Nope, we're good. It was really good suggestions, but I feel like it fit more to the upcoming anniversary party that we're planning for the actual guild. Not this weekend again, but next weekend. The stuff, great suggestions, but I feel like it fits that situation a little bit more. I figured you missed the point, but it's all right. And Elmer, she said it was more of a joke response to question of the week. But what should we talk about? She said, talk about your lives, and just that way you can get it out of your system. But I was just kidding. It's funny seeing you guys go off on rants and me try to be serious and yada yada. Thank you, Elmer. All right, Naveen, can you throw the video over to me, and we'll put up a spinner here, and we'll see how much we're gonna be giving away for next week? I think
Oh,
it's
yeah,
this
we
one.
need sound with that too. Yeah.
Yeah, we should get like the Wheel of Fortune spinniness.
It's okay, I'll make it now. I'll be like, spin it, spin it. Yeah, I'll make those
Here we go. How much gold are we giving away for next week's question?
Okay.
Only 1 gold this week.
Oh.
My bank is saved yet again because I've been doing this all out of my own pocket. So, yay for...
Is that a hint, hint, nudge, nudge?
Like, guys, I need some money.
No, I mean, I'm alright. I sound way too happy, or really? Maybe it's the beer. I don't know.
No, it's because you're giving away 1 gold. That's why.
That might be part of it as well.
Yeah.
Just want to jump ahead. We'll move on. Oh yeah, Tully, I'm very happy that I'm only having to give 1 gold out of my pocket. But you know what? If it's 5 gold, I'll be just as happy for the fan that gets the 5 gold. But anyway, mailbag real quick. Ksenia yet again sent us a message about the Molten Facility Dungeon. She said, "Is this the most epic thing ever? Totally worth waiting for weeks and weeks and weeks for this content to gather speed." I agree. Awesome dungeon. I hope it makes a return in the form of a fractal. So, excuse me, we can play it after the fact.
Seriously.
It's a smart way to do any of the one-time, like, I mean, maybe we could actually see what the Karka event was about if it was a fractal. We could actually play it, not be super laggy. Last thing is to Citrus Robot 001 on our YouTube page, who I just saw is watching us live here. Says, "I really enjoy these podcasts, tongue out, emoticon. They're really welcoming to watch. We appreciate it. Thank you for you said you just picked us up last week. Awesome. Well, we're glad to have you on board and watching the show, and hopefully you'll stick around for a while."
Wow, I'm really glad that you stayed after last week's show. That's impressive. That's something.
Something.
I apologize to everyone who watched the show last week because apparently I was super grumpy and apparently bitching. But I wasn't. I was just being...
Naveen. It's alright. Shoutouts. Let's keep going.
Oh, no.
Moving on, Commander. Casey, do you have shoutouts?
Cricket, cricket.
No. I'm not allowed to shout out to Joel, so no.
Well, you just did.
Whatever.
No,
Anyway.
I should shout out to Joel because she's been working really hard on a new series for COT, and that's coming out very soon. So just so everyone knows that Joel is going to be working on a new series with new content. Yay!
Yeah. I just have 2 quick shout-outs. Actually, I have a couple. I just wanted to shout out to. Actually, I forgot about these guys. Live Spartan 235, Eater Brecca, Satar. I don't know. I can't pronounce your guys' names, but you came and watched us last week for what I assume was the first time. So thank you for checking us out. And then I wanted to shout out to Rosalie Hone, who came out and helped us with our guild challenge, which was awesome that we did there in Blaze Ridge Steps on Tuesday. And to Veronica Roth, who stopped in a dead run in the middle of Lion's Arch to say, "Hey, I really like your armor combination." And I said, "I really like your leggings. Thank you for that."
Yeah, leggings.
You can't really say that because every character pretty much has the same. It was a human female character that stopped to tell me that.
Excuse me. My character is like super prettier than most characters, okay? Her legs are totally different.
Sure.
Stop it.
I have.
You've really got the special selection menu where you could choose your legs and your ears and your fingernails.
This is not The Sims, but why not?
And to Fishbait, I believe, is the name of the. He commented on our YouTube channel about and I saw he liked this on Facebook. He or she, I'm assuming he, posted a Ranger build because I made my comments about how Ranger needs a lot of love. So I made I put a bookmark in the type of build that you're using, and I'm planning on trying it. But I gotta level my ranger up more. So thank you for that. I will be checking that out. All right, Naveen. Yeah, okay, I will. Shout-outs, Naveen?
I have one shout out to the Facebook winner because I started doing that.
Sharing a picture of me. Is that one?
Yeah. This week was Lagwyn's picture. His real face. Ooh, for those who don't know what he looks like because you're just downloading the show. Go to facebook.com/chroniclesoftyria and you'll be able to get a shout out depending on the picture.
Throw it to send it over to me.
There you go.
But he can see.
There you go.
That was what you had to share the picture of.
I don't always host podcasts, but when I do, it's for Chronicles of Tyria. That picture is badass. Seriously.
Yeah. Anyway.
I love it. And so from all the people that shared and like the picture, I chose the winner to be... Okay, I gotta pronounce this right. Jose E. Cabezudo Santos.
Oh,
I think that's
I wonder why she
Jexos.
chose that one.
I think that's Jexos, though. Yeah, it's just because I wanted to pronounce his name. Yeah. From Mexico.
No, it's not Eduardo.
He's actually from Puerto Rico, I think. I'm not sure. But anyways.
All right.
Congratulations, you get a shout out.
All right. I just wanted. We're working our way through here. Let's see. Naveen, can you send the video back to me? Because I just wanted to talk about this for a second.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it for a while, and I updated it, and the screen is a weird aspect ratio, so that's why it looks a little weird, but Chronicles of Tyria merchandise site is now, our Cafe Press store is working. I'm still tweaking some things, like making it a little bit more organized and making the fonts better, but if you go here and look, you can see if you want to get clothing, and you're like, oh no, I'm a dude, or you want to get footy pajamas.
I want a onesie!
You can get that. You can get
what?
your
$54.99. Okay, if you go to the Canadian site, it's $64.99.
Well,
Wow.
check it again because I lowered the price.
Oh, that's
I love
why.
our fans.
Oh, I think you like
But if you're a dude, you can come here and be like, oh, I really want a hoodie. Oh, and just in case you're really annoyed by if you mouse over things and it makes the logo bigger, I can't help that. That's a Cafe Press standard to show what it looks like. Like, see how this one, it's a black background? This one, it's white. And if you see anything that looks like this, that just means it's embroidered. It doesn't actually look like that. They're just actually embroidering it on the clothes rather than like screen print.
Embroidered.
But, we got lots of cell phone cases, get stuff for your pets, get them pet jackets and things like that. You want to get some messenger bags and...
There's infants shirts too, and kids shirts and toddler shirts and stuff.
Yeah, and I think I have to add maternity clothes as well. Just for, why not? I added this today. Here's iron-on patches.
What?
Unfortunately, though, it's 10 inches by 10 inches, and you can't change that.
Dude!
What?
Oh my god, I am ordering this because my next classes for my quilt, my centerpiece is 13 by 13 inches, and I need to find something.
Boom, 10 by 10 inch.
What?
Welcome. And it said they wanted mouse pads. We got gel mouse pads. We got regular mouse pads. We got cool little leather notepads, Oh, if you're in New York today and you're going to order right now, for whatever reason today on Cafe Press, if you order from New York, you don't pay sales tax.
Wow.
So, yay for me ordering merchandise later. I can get... Oh, and to go along with it, look at this. A COT drinking glass, and a flask, and a stein, and a wine bottle cooler, and a shot glass, and a cocktail shaker. All the perfect things you need to play the COT drinking game. Not that we can tone you drinking. And that's that. We can go back to the podcast.
Just go browse this stuff, guys. You'll see how cool it is. Lagwyn is working really hard on that and making changes to the website. So, that store, anyways. Not mainly South.
But it does ship to Canada, Europe, all over America, and Australia. So we pretty much cover our entire fan base that I know of. So, yeah, check that out.
Boop.
And yes, we're working on new t-shirt designs. Okay, on to the news. Yeah. All right. Guess I'm going to lead this one for you guys. Here we go. There's a video, Naveen. Actually, there's a link there.
Yeah.
If you can play that video and just skip ahead, this is about the going forward of the living story. If you can just play it and skip ahead to 3 minutes and 23 seconds in the video.
Yes, I can
That
do
would
that.
be awesome. And then we can talk about it afterwards because it's pretty cool.
3 minutes and...
23 seconds.
Okay. So let me just prepare that. Oh, I think I can have it. Hold on. I'm just going to edit that real quick. I'm sorry, guys. This was not... No, yes. Now they're seeing all I'm doing right now. There you go. You're having a little
Inner workings.
explit class right now. So let's do this.
Went to Holbrook, some of them went to the Black Citadel, and some of them took the consortium up on the consortium's generous offer to let them settle on Southsun Cove, which, for the players who have played The Lost Shore, will remember, Southsun Cove is incredibly dangerous. There are giant screaming karka who spit terrible things at you and roll, crushing everything in their path. Southsun Cove was never intended to be a vacation paradise, but the consortium, being the consortium, once they had started to put money and time and effort into making Southsun Cove a resort, they're not going to give it up. Their bottom line demands that they have some sort of return on their investment.
My fellow narrative designer Scott McGough and I spent a lot of time working, and it all happened within a little room, the two of us together.
I know she spoke about us being locked in a room for 2 days. That's actually fairly true.
Cloistered for hours on end, laughing. We laughed so much, and so had so many great ideas. He and I just played off each other beautifully. We planned out a whole year in advance.
We sat down, we plotted out month to month what the different storylines were going to be, what the connective tissue between those stories was going to be. For example, linking Flame and Frost to Southsun Cove. From there, we have our action that happens on Southsun Cove, and then there'll be another thread, another piece of connective tissue that leads us from the Southsun Cove content in May to whatever the new content's going to be in June.
We're going to tell stories, big stories. We're pretty darned excited about that.
So that's about all we can share with you right now. We are very much looking forward to you guys discovering the hard work we've put into this.
Guild Wars 2 is not even a year old, and it's already evolving, and it will continue to evolve.
See you in game.
See you in game. What was that about?
Did
Them
you watch
locked
it?
in a room?
Well, it was more about them showing off the cool resort thing they have planned for Southsun Cove, and the really piece of key information about how they're planning the connecting tissue between Flame and Frost and this, and how this is going to tie into the next content that's going to come in June. So they're planning this out already, like going for months out. So pretty cool stuff. And again, like I've stressed every time, it's all free. Yay, ain't it? I mean, the gem store is a different story, but all the main content is free.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited because it's turning into exactly what I wanted it to become, like this cool tiki holiday where, role players can go and you can go there and feel the atmosphere of a holiday, and I'm really, really excited for that. And it's exactly why I wanted for Southsun Cove. Yeah, but they're definitely going to release bathers and stuff like that, and you can go wear your bathers and stand on the beach and do some crab tossing, and that is not a really bad euphemism for something. Something you do on holiday.
Alright, so next little piece here. I'm not going to read through it because it's pretty long. But ArenaNet put out a Rox's Tale, a link on their website that kind of tells more of the backstory of Rox, the character. We had Bram's Tale a few months back, Now we have Rox's tale to tell a little bit about where she is, and where she is, why she is, who she is, drink, and like how she got to where she is right now. So for background stuff, check that out if you like the lore. I would read it if I could, but let's see. So I know Kaysee and Naveen went nuts with the new gem store content that just came out.
Oh my god, yes.
You guys want to talk about that?
I freaked out, man. I freaked out.
Okay, I got a complaint to make, because I do that every now and then. 95% of the time. There's, those new shorts that they're selling on the gem store? Like, they're really sexy and really nice, and I like them. But I would like to be able to wear it with the witch's outfit, like only the top. But when I only put the top on your character, it puts the whole freaking outfit on. So it covers the shorts. So I'm like, got screwed. That's the only complaint I have for that. Aside from that, it's like, need to buy everything.
I know, the tops are so cool. But I'm wondering, why did they release such fancy tops and such casual shorts? They should release the fancy stuff together, because they need to have fancy bottoms.
Yeah.
But
fancy bottoms.
Who likes short shorts? We like short shorts.
But I like a matching shirt, please.
It looks like it turned into one of those Indian, like, sing-along.
Anyway,
like
moving on.
I'm native. Come on, man.
So, we had released from ArenaNet just this past week The Secret of Southsun Cove, which is the new release page for the upcoming content. Which, how surprising is this that it comes out next Tuesday? I mean, I feel like we just had, we're finishing up the Molten Facility stuff right now, and we're on to The Secret of Southsun Cove, and we don't even get the final piece of Flame and Frost till this Sunday, and 2 days later we get this. Trouble is brewing on the tropical island of Southsun Cove. The merchants and traders of the consortium have given shelter to refugees driven from their lands by the Molten Alliance, but many of these new arrivals feel more like prisoners than guests. With the new settlers on the verge of rioting, and someone, or something, driving the local wildlife to new heights of aggression, it's up to you and Lion Guard Inspector Keel to quell the violence and discover the secret of Southsun Cove. But I like to point out this piece, which I feel everybody says that why are we getting like lion cubs and bear cubs and all baby hippos? Driving the local wildlife to new heights of aggression. So I wonder if we're going to have like lions and hippos and random stuff on Southsun Cove, and that's why like we got random mini pets of little animals. So maybe the bigger animals will be what go crazy. I mean, probably Karka is what they mean, but I can be, wishful thinking. We'll get hippos and lions, but let's see. So under the attack of mysterious animals. Well, this is a Karka. That's not mysterious. Don't lie to me.
Well, hang on.
Hanging on.
I don't know. Let me just take your notes to see if you put that in. And you haven't. In the future, in the code, they found a new set of weapons. And the weapons look like Karkas, but they're like darker and more mysterious, and like they don't look exactly like I would expect Karka weapons to look like. So maybe they're a new breed of Karka or something like that, or a mystic amalgamation of Karka and something else.
Could be.
Interesting.
Blow off steam with the new crab toss minigame.
Yay!
Finally, other games other than Keg Ball.
Brawl is fun.
Traps in World vs. World. Pretty cool anti-stealth traps, stuff that saps the supply from your enemies. Pretty neat things. Glad that they're showing, World vs. World some love. And here's one of the more interesting things, if it's on this page, which it's not, I guess. I thought there was an image on this page that had like 5 characters standing together.
Yeah, it's there.
Oh, maybe it's just I can't see it. Hang on.
It was there. Maybe you have to keep on clicking
Maybe.
when you open it, yeah. It is definitely, I saw that picture as well.
Yeah, I don't see it on the page.
I want to point out that Thalassa Ardeen ordered a shirt and didn't pay sales tax.
Nice.
What?
C-O-T, C-O-T. Well, Lag
Yeah.
is looking.
I don't
Thank
see it
you.
there. Yeah.
I saw it as well, Lag, but I don't see it there now either.
Well, anyway, there was a picture here of 5 characters, and one of the things that was most important about it was the one Norn character, that was there, had a face tattoo, like, design. That's not an option you could choose in character creation. So I wonder if that means we're going to get new, like, hairstyles and face tattoo things. Don't freak out yet, because I don't know if it's true, but I went in and compared the existing tattoo styles to that one, and that was totally different. So,
I went
yeah.
I hope he gets new hairstyles. I hope the freaking Sylvari and Azura get more hairstyles because their hairstyle choices are abominable.
Abominable.
Abom-
Oh, there it is. Let me show you guys. Screen region. Here's a little bit of more class on XSplit. There we go. Here you go, guys. Look at that picture. Look at
Black.
it.
Black screen.
There we go.
There we go. So that Norn right in the middle there, that facial tattoo combination, which I'm assuming because it's a Norn, it's probably a full body tattoo, but all we can easily see is the face. That's not in the game as a character choice option. It doesn't mean that maybe NPCs don't have it, but that's new. And I feel like that Char monocle looks a lot more like badass than the ones that are in the game right now.
Do you see the comments, Naveen? They can't see the Norn face.
Can't see it?
Yeah, you got it cut funny.
I do.
It's
Yeah.
a window inside a window.
got a window.
I think you accidentally
How's that?
Nope.
Okay, you guys, I'm not a very good teacher,
There
so
we go. There we go.
that's us.
You got it.
Whatever. Just go see it. Click on the link that was posted on the chat.
No, you're putting more stuff in the way. Oh,
No,
Wait,
You
we're
did.
back.
We saw it. It's okay.
okay.
It's very laggy between real time and Twitch time.
This is what it looks like, guys. Right here. This face.
There you go.
Right there.
Except it's super blurry. But we won't
You're
mention
blurry.
it. Your brain is blurry.
Face is blurry.
Mama is
Mom's
blurry.
blurry.
Anyway.
Drink.
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're going to keep moving on.
And
Yes. Colin Johanson said some things recently, and there's just really one line which could totally turn Guild Wars 2 on its head. And I'll read it. It's talking about the living story. Living World also allows us the opportunity to upgrade and make parts of our existing game better permanently. A living world narrative could allow us to rebuild and change an existing zone or dungeon and wait for it, or could destroy one entirely. Could destroy a dungeon or a zone entirely. What? Yeah.
it's a weird thing. Like, you don't really, in other games, they're very much like longevity. If it's there, it stays forever sort of mentality. So this sort of mentality that we can just take it and, you know, whenever we want, or we can put something new in its place whenever we want, is a very new mentality that I don't think is done very often in MMOs. Can't think of any other MMO that goes, okay, we're going to take it away from you forever. You know, I hope you enjoyed that content. It's never coming back again, which I think is really cool.
Yeah. But I feel like they can't. Everybody's saying stuff about different dungeons in the chat. It can't be a dungeon that we have so far because you can't get a legendary that way.
Hey, is Queen Jenna's instance considered a dungeon?
I see what you did there.
Well, like I said, I doubt we can't get rid of any of the standard dungeons that are there because you need the tokens to buy legendaries, unless some of the legendaries are just not going to be a thing you can get anymore. But I doubt that, because like, what if there's that person that's like 95% of the way saved up for their legendary, and they just need like that one more run to get the tokens, and then A-Net's like, the dungeon's gone. See you later. So.
I really like this mentality, because it's like one area, for example, Snowden Drifts, is boring as hell, and everything is exactly the same there, so they can just like go bam, some chard drops a massive bomb on there, and they get to redo the whole area, turn it into a winter lodge, or turn it into something new. And I really like that. It means that any area that is a problem area, it's not a big issue to fix. It's let's do a dynamic story or a living story there and fix this area up.
Yeah, just a quick thing. They said they're planning on removing all the culling from PvE, but that's not coming in this patch on Tuesday. But they're pulling the jumping puzzle out of Eternal Battlegrounds and making it its own map.
Oh.
So you don't have to worry about people taking up the EBQ to just do the jumping puzzle.
That's interesting.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
But obviously it's still a jumping puzzle people can fight on.
Correct. Yes, people can still go in. They made a whole point about you can go in and kill people. So, but yeah, no PvE culling, not till sometime later. Magic Find. Just a quick comment about Magic Find. Oh yeah, could you get me another beer? You're the best.
Wow.
Yeah.
Would you like a sandwich with that?
I would, if you're offering. But anyway, just a quick thing. Colin Johanson mentioned they want to adjust Magic Find because they don't want to have players make a choice between choosing better stats or using Magic Find. So they're going to try to come up with some way to make it better. But they haven't talked about it now, and it's not like number one on the list, but it's in the process. So definitely.
I know a lot of people are really worried and upset about Magic Find.
Because people would they'd call them leeching. I mean, it's totally, I don't consider it leeching, but, you run crappy stats to have Magic Find gear, and then the dungeon takes twice as long because you're missing that third stat so you can get extra loot.
Yeah, someone I watched a video on it, and they were like, you're 33% worse than everyone else. Like, that's the that's the statistics on it, that are like, you've lost a certain amount, so you're 33% worse than everyone else, which is a massive difference.
Samuel Adams, Porch Rocker Limited Edition here, yeah. Because my wife actually is watching one of the shows. She saw that I was out of beer and came and got me one.
Wow. Your wife is so thoughtful.
I know, it's really good. So, last two little bits of news. I'm sorry, guys, it's taken longer than expected, but we're having too much fun. So,
at least I'm behaving this time.
Give it some time. Just a quick update for you Guardian players that don't enjoy using your Magic Tennis Racket, aka the Scepter. They're going to be making some adjustments to Guardian Scepter 1 so that it's actually faster. They said they may also speed up the necro staff auto attack skill. I don't have the video, unfortunately, but I saw a video of Guardian Scepter where someone was just doing like hitting the two keys that make, moving yourself left and right really quick, and just the Guardian Scepter bubbles just went past him completely, couldn't hit him. And like I said, it wasn't like dodging, wasn't using swiftness, just moving left and right fast, and like they're standing in the middle, and because it takes so long, it was just like going to this side and this side each time they move back, and you just couldn't hit him with the Scepter.
Wow.
And this is for the Ranger players, because I couldn't resist. So I know we've talked a lot about how Rangers need to get some love in this game, because they're a little bit on the underpowered side. Not saying that there's not viable builds, because I've looked at the Triple R Ranger and it's pretty cool, and the Catmaster Ranger also cool. But they decided that they were going to take some people and put some time in to give Rangers some much-needed love. So, Naveen, if you could throw it back to me for a second, I need to show...
It's always been on you. It's your face.
Oh my god, it's me. Yeah. Me. Anyway, guys, I just want to point out that John Peters is talking about what they're planning on doing to make Rangers better and where they're going to show them the love. I don't know if you're ready for this. They're going to adjust the skin on the rainbow jellyfish that you get out of the Hall of Monuments so it looks more original.
Wow.
Because they need to put people on that at this time, because that's a good idea. This is the old skin. This is the new skin. It's got some cool bioluminescence going on. But really, guys? That's where we're going to put our efforts?
Okay. Let me be the person who's not the downer for once. That dude who's working on graphics has to pay his rent, so...
He's probably salary. He probably gets paid anyway.
And also, the graphics guy probably doesn't have anything to do with the balancing of ranges. He probably has no idea how to do that sort of stuff.
It's like people asking the community manager to fix the game. Yeah, sure, because they know how to code.
Again, like I said, I really just couldn't resist making that joke.
Yeah, no, it's
But,
true. though.
it's just
like-
it's fun.
Why? Nobody cares. No, except when they changed for the elementalist, the lightning blah 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 elementals.
Air elemental.
Air elementals.
Favorite?
Why lightning? Wow, lame. Air elementals. When they change the animation and they become sort of like a little mini carcass in lightning shapes. That was really cool. I really like that. But as far as going to changing the way the thing looks, I forgot the word already. Drink.
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish. Yeah. What are you doing?
Christina was asking me what the beer was, so Sam Adams limited edition porch rocker. It's a summer sampler pack.
I got coffee, and I got yesterday's wine
What up?
in a water glass. 'Cause that's how lame I am.
It's all right. All good.
That's how fancy schmancy you are.
So, is there any updates for Chronicles of Tyria, like, at all, from you guys that you want to talk about?
Nope.
Casey? Alright, well, I'll mention this last little bit, and then we'll get on to the actual topic for the day.
Yay!
Yeah. Again, not to be cryptic, but to be a little bit cryptic, because it's kind of fun. Not this coming week, not next week, but the following week. So, Chronicles of Tyria turns 1 year old as a whole, and three of us and Chronicles of Tyria decided we want to do more for our fans now that we're a year old. So, you can be expecting a lot more content coming every week from us than you're getting the one podcast a week. I alluded to it on Facebook, so Naveen wouldn't ruin it. So, So, I know a lot of people said, when's Lore coming back to the podcast? And we're doing some today. But I say stay tuned, because good things are coming, lots of content, multiple days a week, more Casey, more Naveen, more Lagwyn, maybe even other people too. So,
I'm freaking out.
it's game over, man. Alright, so crypticness over, time to go to the actual content of the show.
We have content? What?
Content!
Alright, who wants to go first? I've been talking for like this whole show. Somebody else take over.
Casey can take over. She's good at that.
What?
I don't know.
Was that a dig, man? Are you digging me?
Oh yeah, I dig you.
Oh yeah, baby.
Pirate, there's your comment. More Casey, more Naveen Yuri, right there.
Ooh. We've already got the pictures. Wait, what?
Casey. Let's go.
Okay.
Content.
So our topic is things that you might not have to move my notes closer. Let me just do this.
So that you might not have to move your notes closer.
Okay. We're doing weird things about Guild Wars 2 that you might not know. So, like little weird oddities, Easter eggs, things that are in the game that you might be like, wait, what? And that you have to like play a lot or go on Reddit or that sort of stuff to know. So we're gonna like make it easy and just lay it all out for you. So one of the things that I really liked was a little creature in Ascalon. In some Ascalon ruins, and there's a little cat, a ghost cat, chasing a little ghost frog, and they just chase each other around, and it's really cute, and the cat's name is Alpha. And I always looked at that and went, what the heck, like I always talked to the cat, and I was like, trying to figure out what this was a reference to, because they put a lot of references to Guild Wars 1. And anyway, so I looked it up, and I found out that Alpha, the cat, it's because the cat's name is Alpha, is actually a reference to Chrono Trigger. And and it's actually the ruined the cat and the frog are actually circling around a sword, sword stuck in the stone. God, that was little S's that made me stutter. With an unreadable engraving. So they think, or the internet thinks, which is always right. The internet thinks that the cat is Alphador, Janus Magnus's cat in the era of magic, and the frog is Frog, and the sword is an allusion to Masamune. So that's really interesting that they reference another game in
that's
their
Chrono
game.
Trigger for those of you that didn't get that. Because Casey, I don't think you mentioned that it was Chrono Trigger.
No, I definitely
Yes, you
mentioned
did.
it was Chrono
Did
Trigger.
you? I just totally missed it.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
reading
I
the
think
chat.
you were typing in the chat room. But I went
might-
like, because I found it really bad, because that's my favorite game of all time. I played it first on Super Nintendo, and then I had it on PlayStation, and I had it on the DS, and I mean, it's all the same game, okay? But Super
But you just
Nintendo
played
didn't
it.
have, like, the animations and stuff, but, oh my god, Chrono Trigger. I know it by heart, too.
So I really like that it's in the, that sort of things that we love, and obviously people of the same genre would like this sort of thing, that they've put it in the game, and it actually, it really interested me to figure out what it was about, and so it would have been a really nice Easter egg for people that saw it and would have gone, oh my god, I understand that. So, yeah, that was one of the little things. So next time you're in Ascalon and you go into like a little ruins, and you see a little cat chasing around a little ghost frog, it is a reference to Chrono Trigger. And it's actually not the only reference to another game or another movie or another TV series. There is a lot of things that are referenced outside of the game. For example, there's like a, what's it called? Well, I shared it with Lag and Naveen just recently. There was what was it? Oh, it was the rifle I sent you, Lag. What was its name?
There's a rifle skin in the game called Vera, and for
Vera,
those of you that are a fan of Firefly or Serenity, you know that Vera is Jane's very favorite gun. And sometimes you dress her up real nice and take her someplace pretty. Sometimes you try to trade her for a wife. I mean, just how it is. So,
Yeah.
if you didn't, it was also a skin in Guild Wars 1 as well. It was a hammer, which is not nearly as cool as a rifle.
Yeah.
So
there's lots of little references.
If you haven't watched Firefly, I would say, and you're a fan of like sci-fi, if you like any kind of sci-fi stuff, if you like westerns, if you like anything done by Joss Whedon, watch Firefly. It sadly and breaks my heart to this day that it's only 13 episodes, but please do yourself a favor, watch it. First episode is long because it was a pilot movie, so it's like 2 hours, and it was a little darker than the later episodes. Not to say that they're lighthearted by any means. Go ahead and watch it. You'll thank me later.
Thank you, Lagwyn.
Welcome.
Well, we got to plug in other TV shows in here. I don't think there's a person in the entire world who spans the sci-fi genre that doesn't know about Firefly.
Huh?
It's
Yes.
possible.
Don't watch Serenity first, the movie. Do not watch it first, because it takes place after. Also, pro tip, if you want some closure, watch the episode Out of Gas last. It'll help. Trust me.
Okay, we're Guild Wars forward. Back to Guild Wars.
Don't talk to me about getting back on topic, Missy. No, it's alright.
I'm just trying to be helpful.
Awkward.
Alright, shall I do the next one, or do we want to take turns? Naveen, do you want to go next?
Okay, yeah, sure. The only thing is that mine aren't like, oh, wow, this is weird. It's just like little facts that people might have not, noticed about the game. They're just like casual players and stuff. Like, of course, most of the guildies that are in the chat room right now, they know about this because, they're lore
Buff.
buffs. They like the lore and they know it, so that's it.
It's a me.
It's me, Naveen. I'm giving you the information. Okay, that's enough. Was that my son? No, it wasn't. That was my ears. Myself ringing in my ears. That's bad. Okay. Here's a little bit of info on the Doliacs. Those big hairy cow things that carry the stuff around. And I'm mimicking one. Someone's going to call me a cow. I'm going to beat him up. So did you know that the Doliacs abandon their cows and when they are perceived as being weak? So Doliacs are really mean. Yes. But they also, that's not the only info. Wait, this is the pet edition, because I got another pet after that I want to talk to you about. They also go to, what's it called? Wild Spine Hills instinctively to die. They all go there, like none of them will die elsewhere unless you kill it. There on the road. But when they feel like it's the time to die, they just go to that hill and they die. But this is possibly based on the real life myth about the elephant graveyards. Look it up on Wiki. And if you didn't know already, Doliacs are based on yaks. I bet you didn't know that.
Oh, is this where I play along? Hang on. Oh my gosh, Naveen, I've never heard of that before. It makes so much sense now, right?
You're never going to look at a Doliac the same way again. I promise you. You're going to be like, are you okay, Doliac? Do you feel sick? Would you like me to accompany you to that hill to die peacefully? That's what you're going to do.
No, that's totally what I'm going to do.
So, does that mean that they know how to use the surrogates so they can leave the mists? Like, to go out of world versus world when they're not busy carrying your supply? They're just like, we don't see an awful lot traveling through Lion's Arch, so I don't know.
Just imagine a Doliac, it just wandering through Lion's Arch, and everyone's like, does that Doliac have an owner? And he's just, wandering, and he just casually goes through the gate.
I'm just
None
going
of
to
the doors
the mist. See you guys
Oh my
later.
god, this was started by a member on our forums early last year, and it died. It just didn't continue anywhere. I think we have a lot of talented writers out there. You should write a story from the perspective of a Doliac, living its life and then traveling the world and then making its way there to die. From the Doliac's perspective.
Yes, please.
I think that would be
awesome.
amazing.
Oh my gosh. That was actually, we had this story, it was, Din's husband actually was writing that story. And there's only one installment, there's only one chapter, and I was like, no, write more! It's about a Moa's perspective of Tyria. It was really funny.
That's cool.
But the Moa was a ranger's pet, so he thought that he did like all the stuff, like defeating like the Titans and Vizier Kilbron and all that. Like he did it, and like the people were just there. They were just kind of hanging out.
Christina in the chat room says, in the best Eeyore voice, "Don't worry about me, guys. I'm just dying." I like it. Oh man, now I'm gonna go in World versus World and meet those Doliacs and maybe like, "I'm just walking by, like all Doliacs waiting to die.
Oh.
Would you like some supplies?" Ah, good times. Yep.
All right. So, did you have more, or did you want to save that for later?
No, later. Let's take turns.
Okay. All right. So I'll go next. Let's talk turkey. As some of you may know, there are hidden turkeys
Gobble, gobble.
in Ascalon catacombs in the hidden turkey room, which makes absolutely no sense in the game. There are no turkeys in Guild Wars 1 that I've ever seen. There are no turkeys anywhere else except for one other place, which I will share with you in a second. But because I promised people that I would shout out to them, I made a run just before the podcast as fast as I possibly could to get there with a couple members from our guild. So I will play this couple second video here to show you me traversing to get there. I think. Yeah. So Naveen, if you can just put it.
It's already on your face.
It's on me. I know. Quiet you. Here we go. So this is me. Here's my character. I'm running up some stairs. I'm going to narrate for you guys.
Yeah, for those who can't see.
This is actually right after you beat the first room with Hodgins in AC Path 1. Couple of tricky jumps. And you can see some of my guildies here. And you go into this room and what? Turkeys. Just a bunch of turkeys. And you can see, I'm going to sit down.
Sinister thing ever.
There's Joel and R there laying on the ground right next to me. Shout out to Joel. There's Tully in the back standing up there. There's a weird haircut. There's Whitelin, I guess. I don't know how to pronounce his or her name. And then Jal was in the corner. So that was my little video. Turkeys.
Turkeys. Gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble. Lagwyn and
I'm
Joel.
sorry. Did you see those turkeys all staring at you with the red light behind them? There's no "all" there. It's run for your life. They're going to eat you.
And also, yeah.
Oh my
So-
god, Naveen.
Like I said, pretty cool. Doesn't make any sense why there's all those turkeys there. But actually, I mean, if you could flick it back to me for one more quick second.
So much attention.
I know. Just give it to me. I ate it up. Give it to me. Give me the attention.
Oh, the attention. Oh, sorry.
Yes. So this is actually from the Vex's Lab jumping puzzle. If you go right in the beginning, you can see right here there's all these containers, and right here, the turkey.
What?
Inside this container in Vex's Lab's jumping puzzle. And right here,
What is
is
this?
a cat. Why is there a cat?
Oh
I
my
don't
god.
know. But the cats come into play later for one of the other things I'm going to talk about.
Are they gonna mix turkey and cats together?
Well, that's like, I'm wondering, because you see there's all these extra empty containers, and there's like big cages. But like turkeys and cats are both things that just randomly show up in random parts of the game.
Mm.
So I wonder, Chrono Warper says it here in the chat, and I've wondered it myself, like, what if we did anybody go to the turkey room on Thanksgiving? See if anything crazy happened?
No.
I don't know if that's a thing, but...
I was gone on Thanksgiving. I couldn't
know.
play.
Yeah.
I have no excuse because I didn't even know when Thanksgiving is. I'm Australian.
I'm Canadian, and my Thanksgiving is a month earlier, so...
Well, it would be American Thanksgiving since ANET's an American-based company. But either way, it just doesn't... They're not in Guild Wars anywhere else. I've tried researching turkeys through all my normal means of Guild Wars research. and all I can find is the turkey room. So,
Wow.
I don't know. All right, Casey, let's go back to you.
All right. Oh, yes. The other thing I have, I don't have as much other guys because I was a little bit slow and like I went, oh, I thought of all this stuff, and then I went and looked at their list and I'm like, damn it, they've got it all. One of the things I really liked was a lot of the stuff, there's a lot of weapons and stuff from Guild Wars 1, and one of them I really, really like is the focus, which is called Adam, and this doesn't really seem like it just seems like an odd name to anyone who didn't play Guild Wars 1, but actually in Guild Wars 1 there was a henchman, and she was a main character henchman that was in the group Heroes of Ascalon, I think that's what it was called. And but she was the necromancer, and she was a very weird necromancer, and she was such a fun necromancer, and I really liked her because she was very quirky. And one of her quirks was she would talk to her pet skull, Adam. And so she actually, in a lot of pictures, she is actually holding a skull. Hang on. La 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 la. This is Eve. This was the necromancer that had the pet skull. And if you look, dun, 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 dun. Oh my God, it's Adam! So, if you have that focus, which is just a human head without a jaw, and it's called Adam, it is actually a reference to Eve's, the necromancer, which is a henchman, her pet skull. And she was really interesting, and the skull was such a, she was such an interesting character because she would talk to him like, I think it was her boyfriend or something like that. She would talk to him quite, what's it called, affectionately and intimately, and she was just very interesting. You'd kind of stand there and go like, the first time you see it, you're like, the heck? She's talking to that skull, but in the end it turned out to be very cool. So yeah, that is one of the many weapons that is actually from Guild Wars 1 that have references to certain things. But that was my favourite. I chose one of them, and that was my favourite. So yeah, and also like Kieran said, Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
You don't need me to explain that one.
I don't think so. That's pretty cool, though. And also, that necromancer really looks like Mila. Is it Mila Jovovich?
Mia Jovovich?
Mia?
I think it's Mia. Mila?
Wow,
I don't know.
major
Whatever,
brain fart.
from Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Mia Jovovich.
No, Jovovich. Jovovich?
Yeah. Whatever. Alice from Resident Evil.
Multipass.
Lilu. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Lilu
Oh my
and,
God.
and Alice from Resident Evil.
Yeah. That chick. Yeah, she really looks like her. Anyways.
Yeah, I can see that.
Me too.
Okay. Naveen, how about you?
Okay, so second installment of my pet edition that you may not know. We were talking about the moa bird before. Well, apparently, and I've never seen one yet, but there are moas swimming underwater. Have you seen that?
What?
Because I haven't.
No?
Oh.
And you can sometimes encounter them. They're just like swimming, swimming, swimming. All summer long, quaggin. Swimming, swimming. Yeah, apparently, well, that's what I read on the wiki. So it must be true. I don't know.
What, are they underwater species?
Yeah, they're
Moa?
underwater. They are swimming underwater.
Like penguins.
Yeah.
Like anything swimming underwater, Casey. I don't know.
They're birds, and birds are not in the sky, but penguins are on the ground and swimming. Like, makes sense to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see your. I see what you. I see.
Drink.
But did you also know that the Moa's grunt, the in-game grunt and the attacks and stuff, is a combination of noises recorded from a walrus, a leopard, and a raven. Weird!
That is so cool.
I know, right? Another thing you may think is that the moa bird is fictional. Wrong! That's true. Because the moa bird was, the moa was a flightless bird native to present-day New Zealand until it was hunted to extinction by the Maori people just over 600 years ago. There were 9 species, some larger than ostriches, so they were pretty big birds. Big bird, I get it. They looked like the in-game moas, but they were much more aggressive, and so that they were called terror birds. They also lacked wings, but they existed. So now I'm on a quest to find a swimming moa bird. That's it.
Yeah, moa birds they're actually a pretty interesting real life, the real life species of bird. They fit into that really cool post ice age, pre-modern modern civilization, types of creatures like the moa birds, and there's the great stags that were in like Scotland and Ireland, and lots of really cool creatures that just people don't know about because they're not like dinosaurs or like a woolly mammoth or saber-toothed tiger.
Right.
So they don't like jump out at people, but there's a lot of cool things like that. Paleontology, that, and geology, evolution, that whole
That's cool.
being what I went to school for.
I'm
interested in that. So.
Smarty pants.
Also, I researched moa birds when I was in college because that's when I got hardcore into Guild Wars. So I researched moa birds out of curiosity.
That's interesting.
Maybe if people want, I'll do a seminar unrelated to Guild Wars, but that's not important.
Lagwyn
anyway,
researches moa birds, and I research Logan Thackeray. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Drink. Oh, I don't have any shame about fossils. You can't see it, but back there, underneath all those, above all that Ghostbuster stuff, if you're looking at the Halo sword.
Oh yeah, I can see your mom.
Oh no, you can't.
What?
So above all that,
so
this close to Mother's Day, that's just insensitive.
Oh man, now I feel bad.
Your joke is bad, and you should feel bad.
I do.
Underneath those trophies right there, that's all fossils. I love fossils. I dug up a lot of them on my own. So anyway, we'll go back to Guild Wars things. Oozes. So, I'm sure you guys know the enemy. Did you know that they have an intricate monarchical society where they have kings and queens? Probably not. Casey told me about this, and I don't remember that at all. So... yes. I'm going to show a short video that I filmed with the help of a couple of our other guildies last night, showing the rise and fall of the King and Queen Ooze.
Whoa.
It's a secret boss in Citadel of Flame. It does actually yield a chest. I didn't start filming till after we got over there because a bunch of us died making the jump. So let's flip over to that.
And now we see Lagwyn. Descriptive video.
Yeah, I sped it up in some spots. So basically, we've got Lovegood, Godric, and my friend Rob, or Panther. We all jumped over here, and you have to mind the awkward angles. But you can't see right here, King Ooze, Queen Ooze. And like I said, the camera angles are awful. That's my fault. But you can see that all of the red ooze subjects are attacking the king and queen and killing them because apparently the king and queen ooze are oppressive.
I can't see anything.
Can't anything? No?
I can.
No, I can, but I mean, it was quick.
Well, anyway, they were both killed. I skipped ahead because there was a ton of footage here. And then they combined together to make the Grand Ooze. So after the King and Queen Ooze were destroyed by their subjects, they mold together into a giant combined Grand Ooze. And we decided that we were going to help out the Ooze citizens and kill it. So this is just a couple of seconds here of us just murdering this ooze because nobody wants to watch us do it in real time. I heard it was really, really hard, but I heard that the reason that it was so difficult was because the last time anyone we knew did it with just 2 people. So,
Yeah.
Kaysee and Lovegood.
It's,
I'm
it's
sorry.
quite difficult because...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Drink.
My turn.
Memory burn.
Memory Burn posted a link to a swimming moa in the chat room.
That looks like it's an not Ascalon, Kreider.
Yeah. Maybe. And it's pink! Anyways.
Your mom is pink. Ooh.
My mom is red.
Again, so close to Mother's Day. You guys are just insensitive. So anyway, you kill the big ooze, and then you get a chest. But it's not easy to get to. So, yeah.
That's pretty
He
cool.
does this
You'll have to take
really
us.
big...
What?
What?
Nothing, go on.
I'm so confused.
I'm confused too.
I don't know.
Kaysee, how about,
Trying to explain what you're saying.
No, I was just saying he does a really big stomp, and it's really hard because it like knocks you quite far back. I think when they combine, they can hit and stomp. That's awful, especially if you're only 2 people.
alright. So, Kaysee, it's your turn.
No, it's not. I don't have any more.
Oh, so you're done. So, Naveen, it's your turn.
Okay. This is actually from the Making of Guild Wars 2 book. I'm looking for it. Oh, there it is. This one that you get with the collector's edition. They say before there were dragons, there were other considerations when it came to Guild Wars 2. Jeff Grubb shared the following. Demons were on the table. We had another pitch that involved angelic beings coming down to judge everything. These didn't fit. Dragons had a good, strong base. So imagine, we could have been fighting angels and demons instead of dragons. How bad of a game would have been turned out? Like, I don't know. It's he's talking about things, angelic beings coming down to judge things. So I think their plan to begin with was just like to have some kind of being judging the races of Tyria. But for what? I don't know. Naveen is confused.
I think
Interesting.
I think the imagery of angels and demons is like well worn at this stage. I think dragons have a lot more life cycle in them.
Well, Naveen and I talked about this a little bit yesterday, and that makes us, how far on did they scrap that idea? And if you think about it, their whole point about the angels and demons was, judgment, which fits angels and demons, judging right from wrong and yada, yada, yada.
Right.
Does that mean that the Elder Dragons will somehow be... I mean, obviously Zaitan didn't judge anything, except how easy it is to be killed by pushing one button over and over and over again. But, like, is that like a future storyline? Maybe there'll be some sort of judgment call from the dragons? Probably not, since they're senseless, but just food for thought.
I think the theme with the dragons is like cycles, maybe, like the fact that other races have come before and they devour everything and then they go back to sleep, and so in a way that is a sort of judgment. At the end of the cycles, and at the end of the cycles you're judged equally by the dragons, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Drink.
Guess it's on to me then.
Oh yeah, it's your turn.
Alright, so we talked about the Ooze Uprising and saving the Oozes from their oppressive king and queen. now it's time to move on to what I call the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade room, found in Ascalon catacombs. I think you can get to it from any path, but we just did. It was a continuation of our Path 1 journey.
Mm.
So, again, here we go. I will post a link this time because people said they couldn't see it. So, here we go. Posting the link. I'm sure most of you know it's not that difficult to get to, but essentially, it's right after you complete the boss, and I just sped it up to like we got up there. This is the same run from before with Tully and Joel and White and Jal. So you run up the top of these stairs, and then you run up here, and I'm like, huh, this looks familiar. Oh, look, there's an invisible bridge that just has some sand thrown on it. Kind of like Harrison Ford throws sand on that Faith Bridge in Indiana Jones and the Last... Look at that. Huh. But this place, it serves no purpose. It's just there. There's no chest. There's no anything.
I'm pretty sure someone who designed it said that it was for future content. They're planning to do something with it.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, it's just neat little thing, and then, you know, if you can get all the way over there to the end, and that's, you know, just taking a look around, and then you can do what Tully did, and I followed suit, just leap off the cliff. But
mass suicide.
You hit water.
Oh.
So you don't die. So, just a weird little thing that you can find.
Huh. And there's nothing down there in the water?
Nope.
Oh, Zenshu says, I found a cave at the bottom.
Oh, okay. I didn't explore...
That leads back to the start.
Okay.
You swim through the cave and it leads you back to where you can enter back up again.
Bummer. Interesting.
Oh no, Joel says it's a different one. There's another cave.
Oh.
A deep cave, but it's empty.
Yeah. So, I mean, just weird little things you might not... Oh, I was with you, Zenshu, now that you mention it. That was, I think, the first time I ever saw that. Alright, so Naveen, we'll throw it back to you, since Casey doesn't have anything. Slacker.
Okay. Let's see. Oh! For great justice! Pretty sure you hear that all the time when you're in game. This skill is a reference to the game Zero Wing, the same game which spawned the "all your base are belong to us" meme. The game, which was originally in Japanese, was very poorly translated into English for the European version. The captain character is quoted. Dennis Quaid is here? No. The captain character is quoted saying, "For great justice," but was meant to say something more along the lines of, "Let there be hope for our future."
Wow, that is drastically different.
I know, right? So, personally, I would have liked if it was the "all your base are belong to us." Like, that would have been cool.
That would have been a weird shout. All your base all belong to us!
I want that!
I mean, maybe that's a world versus
In the
world
minigame.
only shout. World versus world shout. You know, like a skill only for world versus world.
Oh,
You
yeah.
run up to their gate and you're smashing it with like a hammer or a ram, and you're like, all your base are belong to us, and it improves the power of like the siege weapons.
Or the PvP, you know how you have to capture the places?
That's true.
It sends out like a message, or a general message. All your bases are belong to us. Love it. Yep, so that's my piece.
All right, I got one more.
Okay.
We talked a little bit before about cats. And we talked about how there was that one randomly hidden inside that Vex's lab jumping puzzle thing. Well, now I'm going to show you the cat room in World vs. World. I'm sure a lot of you have maybe heard of it. A bunch of you have probably seen it. It's been known for a while. But again, I will post the link. Unfortunately, I did this with a group of people, Jalinar, Jolinar, and Tully, but I think the video I filmed was before they came in with me. So, wah wah. Or womp, because that's what this seems to be what the cool kids are saying. So if you look in here, there's a bunch of cats.
Dude, we don't see anything. Switch the camera.
I'm not gonna switch the camera because I want you to see me and my pretty face. How about that? That's probably a little.
I want to see the cats.
Okay.
Casey, your microphone is being weird. It's all going like
staticky and weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is the cat.
Ah, this is worse.
There's all these little kittens, and they're fighting these little dummies that look like they're people. They're just attacking them. Look at them. Little kittens. And then there's the big kitten overseeing all that. And then there's this kid, and he's just swinging from a tree, chilling with the cat.
Chin like a villain with the kittens.
And then there's
like
wow, I'm sorry for the graininess of this.
Chilling like a villain with the kittens. Chilling like a villain with the kittens. Yeah.
Cat room.
That's cool.
So just a random little thing. So that's my last piece, I think. How about you, Naveen?
I got one more thing. About Tybalt, left paw. You know, they said no spoilers, anyone. Don't say anything.
See in the game.
Tybalt, as some of you may know, is right hand cut off. Yeah, he does. Well, paw, I guess, because he's no, Casey, it's not better. His right paw is cut off. Okay, so that's why he's called Tybalt Left Paw. But he lost his right paw, prompting him to join the Order of Whispers when the Char no longer thought him useful. This may mean he is a gladium, although it is never explicitly stated. During the Skrit recruitment storyline, although never mentioned previously, it is heavily implied that he lost his warband due to a mistake he made with an explosive device. It is likely that this is how he left his paw. So now, you know, he's a dumb Char. Yeah.
Wow! That's very mean to say about the best NPC in the game.
I'm kidding. I'm gonna get a lot of hate mail.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Wow, look at it already. Look at you're already getting.
Mean Naveen is mean.
Yeah. Tybalt is probably the best. If you're making an alt or something and you're on the fence about which order to join, pick the Order of Whispers because Tybalt is awesome.
I never joined it.
Okay, Alacarlina says Ritlock is best. But
your microphone works, Casey.
Hooray! I don't know what I did. I just kerfuffled around with stuff and it worked.
Would you like to kerfuffle?
I like Siren.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Confuffle. Confalafel. Falafels? Oh,
Falafel.
I'm hungry.
Falafel.
Lagwyn is just like, I'm out. I'm done. Quit this show.
Bad microphone. Just drop it. Like,
he's dropping the bass. Okay. That's my piece. I have nothing left.
Yeah, I'm out. And Casey, I'm guessing you're out as well.
What about the spaceship?
Oh, yes. I didn't have a video because I didn't get time. I was trying to get everything together. I could probably find a video.
You can just talk about it.
Yeah, I can just talk about the spaceship in Caudicus's Manor. It's not actually a spaceship, but that's what people call it. And that's like the fan name for it. And it does look like, kind of like a spaceship. You have to glitch you have to go into one of the explorable instances and then actually teleport past, like, you know, if you were to walk out, there's like the spinny, glowy portal to leave the instance and go back to the main open world. You have to teleport past that. And then, like, you're out in the main Queensdale world, but there's nothing there. and then like you run up over a cliff and jump down, and then there's this weird spaceship thing.
Huh.
And it doesn't make any sense. No one really knows why it's there. I think people said it was like an unused dev area, but essentially you can glitch inside it, and once you're inside, it's just rooms filled with Caudicus's face.
Oh, that is creepy.
It is so creepy. It is the creepiest thing.
Yeah, it's... I don't know. It's different. There's like 4 different rooms within the spaceship, and it has... here, I'll post a link. Oh, Casey, did you beat me to it?
I put a little picture. I'm trying to find another one, but...
That's a pretty decent video of it. But... You see, like, you get to the one room and you hit the thing in the middle, and then the room just starts spinning around really fast, like those things you would go in at, like, the carnivals, you know, the gravitrons or whatever.
Yeah.
That spin around. So it just, the room spins, and it's weird, and you have to glitch through the walls, and the eyes are always looking at you, no matter where you walk.
Oh my god, why did they make that thing so creepy?
And if you get back out of it, and you walk to, like, this certain point, it, like, glitch teleports you back into the main instance, and you have might and protection for 10 minutes. Like, you have a constant stack of might and protection on your character for 10 minutes straight.
Wow.
Why does it do that? I don't know. I wanted to take more time and edit, make a video and edit and put music to it and everything, but I didn't have time, so...
It's like Twilight Zone.
Yeah, put Twilight Zone or X-Files music or something like that.
So, there's actually a video that has X-Files music, and it creeped me out so much.
No.
Yeah.
Done with the creepiness. Dude, people stop posting pictures for me to click on. It's that character's actually looking like, what the hell am I? Oh my goodness, that's creepy. Okay, Renanette, someone was smoking weed.
Yeah.
You're smoking weed and you are smoking weed.
Is it actually Caudicus's face that detailed in the game?
Yeah, well, you mean to look like that?
Yeah, like, I would think that they would already have a texture, and they just, like, were like, let's copy and paste. But... I don't remember seeing a face that haunts my dreams as much as that one.
Well, that same face, if you go right in the beginning where the fountain is and you look to the floating rocks... and you
Is it that face?
It's the same face. If you, like, tilt your camera just right, all the floating rocks will come together to form that face. The creepy-ass face.
Wow.
That is so bad.
I'm tempted to go there, but, someone grab my hand and carry me there. And I'm gonna be scared.
So,
no way I'm going in there.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for us. I don't think we had much more. Casey talked about, there was the Vera weapon skin. If you're a fan of a lot of the weapon skins from Guild Wars 1, turns out there's actually a surprising amount of, like, the more popular ones made it into the game. I'm not going to run through the list of all the names and everything, but, like, I know the Voltaic Spear from Guild Wars 1 is basically a skin in Guild Wars 2. The Frog Scepter, the Frog Wand is the skin. The Crystalline Blade. There's a handful of the Ember Spire, Ember Glow, all the, some of the more popular skins from Guild Wars 1 made it into Guild Wars 2. So I would check those out. But yeah, unless you guys have anything else, I guess we'll kind of wrap this up.
Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Okay. Alright everyone, so thank you for coming out to watch us here, and everybody new that watched us live in chat. We got 25 people viewing right now. Awesome.
Thank you.
Alright, for Chronicles of Tyria, episode number 46, I am Lagwyn.
And Casey.
And I am Naveen.
See you next time.
The air